We talk about why the wrong team from the Western Conference is in the NBA Finals. And, I've piggybacked on this before in other videos, talked about it very little, but I'm being a little bit more straightforward about it now. When you look at this series with the Suns and the Bucks, here's why I say the wrong teams in the NBA Finals. First of all, I want to say, the Suns are a really good team. I'm not going to take away from them. I definitely think that the Clippers should have been the team in the NBA Finals. I definitely think the Clippers would be a better fit in the NBA Finals than the Suns. But the Suns have, they had the second best record in the West. They do have Devin Booker. Chris Paul was playing at a elite level, especially the last several weeks in the season before the season ended. Could have been looked at as an MVP candidate. And DeAndre Ayton is definitely growing into his own as a really good player, and it's probably going to be one of the best, if not the best, big man in the league in years to come. But when you look at the other pieces that they have, minus Cam Johnson, because I think Cam Johnson's really good, and Mikal Bridges. I like Cameron Payne too a little bit. I mean, I can't say I like him, but I like his game a little bit. So what I'm saying is, the pieces that they have, they're a good team. But when you tell me you're losing in a series, you're down 3-2 in a series, you were up 2-0 when you have a Devin Booker and a Chris Paul and these players that some of the media has put in a category like they're great players. And I like, I'm not even gonna lie, I like Devin Booker, but Devin Booker is not the next Kobe Bryant. Don't even disrespect Kobe Bryant's name by putting a player who hasn't even reached superstar status yet in the same breath with Kobe Bryant. Stephen A. Smith shouldn't even be allowed to work on television to say something like that. This kid is really good in Devin Booker, but I wouldn't say he's the next Kobe Bryant. At least not yet. You got to give him at least a couple more years. Let him turn to a superstar first. Let him have his first pair of sneakers. He doesn't even have a shoe deal. You know what I'm saying? He's not even, he's a really, really good player. He's on the cusp of being a superstar, no doubt. He's going to be that, but just give it a little bit of time first and let's see, is what I'm saying. Now, in regards to my argument and what I'm saying about this, series and the wrong team being in the finals, if the Clippers were healthy, not only they'd be in the finals, but they would probably be up in this series 3-1 right now. It wouldn't, or I tell you what, the series might even be over with by now. Really, I don't think the Clippers would have ever been down in this series 3-2 or anything like that. I don't think the Bucks would have beat the Clippers 3 straight times. I just don't see that. You're losing in the Phoenix Suns. You're losing to a team that has a superstar who can't shoot. Giannis does not have a jump shot. Giannis is not a threat with his jump shot. Giannis is really not a threat from the free throw line. I mean, he has his moments where he shoots pretty decent, but he's not a threat. Only thing he's doing is dunking. He's not doing anything special. And they're just letting him get by with it. When you look at Toronto a couple years ago, when Kawhi Leonard was on Toronto, Nick Nurse made the proper adjustment. Build a wall so Giannis can't just go in the paint and get within 4 feet of the basket and score every time. It's like Monty Williams, he can't figure that out. And that's maybe the reason why he wasn't that great of a basketball player when he played as a player, because he just really wasn't that good, because he didn't have the intangibles that a great player should have, which is the reason why he was an average player. And this is my point. I'm not knocking against him because he was an average player, but my point is it's very simple things that you need to see in order to make adjustments. And because Monty Williams, I don't know if he won a championship as a player, which I highly doubt he ever did. He doesn't know, or he's not making the adjustment that a Ty Lue would make. We saw Ty Lue in these playoffs when they were down 0-2, when they had their backs against the wall in every series. There was 1 or 2 adjustments made by Ty Lue in the starting lineup or whatever it was to help this team get over the hump or help them get back into a series and put them in opportunity in position to win the series. What Monty Williams is doing, it's just not smart, because you're not building any type of wall. You're not building any type of resistance for Giannis. Giannis is scoring 40 points every game and nobody's doing anything about it. And it's like, if he keeps scoring like that with a little bit of contribution from Chris Middleton or Drew Holiday, they win this series easily. And that's all he's getting. These last couple games, he's been getting contributions from both of those players, and mixed with his 40 points, they can't be beaten by Phoenix. I mean, it's like Phoenix doesn't even have a chance. And, another reason I say, excuse me, the wrong team is in the NBA Finals, because Chris Paul is not the superstar that you want representing your team, to me, when trying to win a championship. And I'm not even going to sit here and say Phoenix can't come back and win this series, but it's not going to be because of him. It's going to be because of Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton is the reason why they're going to come back and win this series. If they do, I'm not even sure they're going to come back and win this series. I personally think the series is over tomorrow, whenever the next game is in Milwaukee, because they can't do anything to stop Giannis, and they're letting a superstar who can't shoot jumpers score 40 points a game, and he's not even a threat from the mid-range area or the three-point area, and he's barely a threat from the free throw line. But you're letting him get all these easy points and not build no resistance. I find it to be very, very dumb. I find it to be very, very lackadaisical on Monty Williams and the Suns coaching staff. You should be embarrassed to be losing to a team now that's up 3-2 on your team, who started 2-0 in the series, and your so-called and most important superstar player in Chris Paul is doing what he's always done. How many times have Chris Paul has been up 2-0, 3-1, 2-1 in a series, 3-0, 3-1? How many times he been up in series on all the teams he's been on, and they flailed out and flamed out and lost the series? How many times this happened in Chris Paul's career? It's happened way too many. And this is the reason why I say, if you had the right superstar on the floor, which would be Kawhi Leonard, and the right team in the Clippers, there's no way they'd be down 3-2 and they were up 2-0 in the series. It's no way. It's no way, because they have too much talent. They're too deep as a team, and their superstar is actually a better superstar than Chris Paul ever has been. Chris Paul has never been that guy to me. Never been that guy. He's been a guy, a superstar, but he's never been the superstar. This is the reason why I say players like him are never going to be better than a Kawhi Leonard. Even in Chris Paul's heyday, his younger days, he was never the equivalent of a player like Kawhi Leonard. Never the equivalent. Because if Kawhi Leonard had a 2-0 lead against a Bucks team with a superstar who can't even shoot, and the other two stars who are so inconsistent. I mean, there are games where Chris Middleton looks like he doesn't even belong in the damn NBA. There are some games where you look at Chris Middleton and scratch your head and be like, why is he getting paid to play basketball? He should be playing recreational basketball at a gym or a YMCA or something, because the inconsistency and just the lackadaisical that he has at times, it just doesn't fit. It just doesn't. I'm not sure. But there are moments where Chris Middleton looks like the Batman of the team. He looks like the best player on the team sometimes. And then Drew Holiday. I know he spends a lot of energy on the defensive end, but there are times where his numbers are so putrid. It looks like he doesn't even belong in the NBA Finals or on the basketball court with Giannis and the rest of the team. So it's like, when you play in a team that has inconsistent players like Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday, and you have a team that looks completely together in the Phoenix Suns, and now you find yourself down 3-2 in an elimination game when you were up 2-0, and when you so-called had the best floor general, the best point guard, whatever they like to look at Chris Paul, he's none of those things now. None of those things. But I mean, hey, that's my take on the situation, and let me know what you think, and we can just go from there. Just how like I said, just my take on everything is how I feel about the situation. But let me know what you think, how you feel about the situation, because I just think the wrong team is in the finals. And I think it's starting to show more and more as you look at the series of the NBA Finals and how the series is shaping up. I'm not saying that, Chris Paul or, the Suns can't come back and win, like I said a few minutes ago, but I just don't see it. I don't see... I mean, what they're doing, if they don't make changes, I don't see it. If they make some type of adjustments where they can at least slow Giannis down and slow the crew down, maybe. But all the signs show the wrong team is there. And if the right team was there, I think the series would be over now. But, hey, like I said, that's how I feel. That's my take. Let me know what you think as always. And Cali out.